What's up, YouTube? This is Bill here, and I'm bringing you a movie review. If you were expecting a True Detective episode review, that will probably be up probably sometime tomorrow or later tonight. I actually decided to go to a movie tonight, and I finally get to see Ted 2. And before we get into my thoughts of Ted 2, it's very hard to do comedy movie when they're doing a sequel because the first one's really good and then the second one has high expectations, and this one is a good movie. It's an alright movie. Did I laugh? Yes, I laughed a whole lot during this movie. The jokes were pretty good. If you're predisposed to Family Guy, you're probably into Family Guy, American Dad. If you're a fan of those shows, like I am, then you're going to enjoy this movie. So, Mark Wahlberg returns as John, I don't know his last name, and Seth MacFarlane returns as our favorite talking teddy bear from the first movie. And the movie starts off with Ted and Tammy Lynn, his girlfriend in the first movie. They get married, and beginning they're having some marital troubles, and one day Ted's like, hey, let's try to have a kid to maybe try to help our marital trouble to maybe disappear. And throughout the movie, they tried to get sperm donors. They went to the actor who played Flash in the Flash movie, which, by the way, I will do a movie for Flashback eventually soon. So that's a quick segue. Flashback will be returning. Hopefully, probably this week, we might be seeing something for that. But anyways, back to the matter at hand. Ted and gets this idea, let's go to Tom Brady. That Super Bowl commercial that everybody thought it was just just for the Super Bowl. No, Tom Brady actually makes a cameo in this. So does a certain person who likes to kill. He has a certain set of skills. Let's just put it that way. He shows up in the movie, which his part was hilarious, by the way. So there was that. And Ted said, was scared to ask Mark Wahlberg character, who recently came off from a divorce, who he was engaged to the Mila Kunis character from last movie, and they divorced, and Mark Wahlberg was by himself because his best friend's married, which is a talking teddy bear, and there's that. Then stuff happened at the sperm bank, and Ted and Tammy Lynn, they go to an adoption agency, and they say, hey, you can't have a kid because you can't adopt a kid because they have prior drug violations. And also, Ted is technically not a person. So then that goes into a civil case, which that part gets boring. But during that, they meet up Amanda Siegfried, I believe her name is, and her character, and named Sam. It's funny because throughout the movie they call her Samuel L. Jackson. Her last name is Sam, and her last name is Jackson. And her middle initial is L. And they said, "Who's you're like Samuel Jackson?" And she's like, "Who's Samuel Jackson?" So that was funny in the movie. And they lose the court case, and then they try going on an adventure to see Morgan Freeman, who is a top legal attorney in civil rights. So there was that, and some other stuff happened. One of my favorite scenes, there is a Jurassic Park reference, which is hilarious. And from the last movie, there was a role reversal, which I'm not going to spoil here, so you guys can find out yourself. And what will I rate this movie? I give it a 3.8 out of 5, which I believe that is a fresh rating on the Rotten Tomato meter. So there's that. So I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you tune in for other stuff. There's a link to other videos down below. And all that. You can also find me on the various social media sites. And that's about it. And make sure you stay tuned for True Detective Review, which should be up probably sometime after this is done uploading. So, goodbye.